was a few years ago, girl I saw once, like, and then it didn't, she didn't go anywhere for a reason. But then like like sort of 3 or 4 times I went out, I go and like, back home or then out in London like another week, and she'd always end up seeing her at least once throughout the night, like, to the point where it was like it's been like 4 weeks on the spin now. Like,
oh, so it was coincidental.
I think it was, yeah,
Allegedly, yeah.
yeah. But that's the closest I can really come to anything.
I was going to say, because otherwise me and you'd have like something in common about getting stalked from a past date.
Can confirm I've never been stalked. So
yeah, nice. Because I think Hayden's heard the story, haven't you, about when I got stalked?
Yeah, this is fucking terrifying. I was
It's
scared. I was scared
great.
for you when you told me about it. So I was like, "Fuck, you're gonna die."
So, it's like prerequisite. So I meant to like I was meant to go on a date with this girl, and then I ended up being at a friend's barbecue party, like deep in Essex, and I was like, I can't be bothered to leave here to go into London for like a date for someone I don't really know. I'm just gonna cancel. I cancelled it, and then a week later she was like, "Oh, let's go out tonight," and I was like, I didn't really want to, but I was like, I cancelled last time. I feel like I should probably go, so I went anyway. And then the second I saw her, I was like, don't like her, just not into her. She
was a 45-year-old man.
No, you could tell that she pictured really well. Now, don't like this isn't me saying this is why it was a bad date. I mean, people can look how they want to look. I'm just it wasn't off to a great start. So we go to like the first bar anyway, and we start speaking about narcotics, and she says, "Oh yeah, like I sometimes buy stuff from the dark web," and I was like, "Oh, you go like obviously everyone hears of the dark web," so I was like, "Oh, you go on the dark web," and she was like, "Yeah." Well,
should we just field Mike's question quickly?
Yeah, go on.
So how in the fuck do you go on to narcotics as one of the first subject matters of a date?
Because of course, none of us, if the police are listening, have ever done anything illegal or taken any illegal drugs.
How do you get onto narcotics as one of the first conversation points? You straight in narcotics, like so.
Right,
okay. So I was reading Narcotics Weekly the other day.
Yeah. There's a reason I'm 19 on the purity scale.
Right. Okay.
Well,
okay.
To be fair, I don't know
Bleach is actually a Colombian drug baron.
Yeah. No, sorry.
Bleacher.
So we was talking about going to like house parties. Then she spoke about doing drugs. Asked me if I did any, and then she went into how she gets. Like she was like, "Oh yeah, I get some all the time." I was like, "Oh, what through a dealer?" Like just a part, like off the palm comment. She was like, "No, of the dark web," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And then she was like, "Well, if I'm being honest, I kind of use the dark web to like check your IP address." And I was like, "What? Huh?"
Come again?
Yeah. And she was like, "Oh yeah, no. So I stalked your IP address to check, like, just track what you did online, just to make sure you wasn't a weirdo."
You're not the weirdo, yeah. Fucking
like,
hell.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, "You're not the weirdo. You're the one fucking stalking me on fucking."
The thing is, though, like I've been on those before where they come out and been like, "Look, I'm gonna be completely honest. I looked you up on like Twitter or Facebook just to make sure you didn't like have any." Which I'm like, yeah, I get that. That's the thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I stalked your Instagram. Ha. It's like, yeah, sure, I did the same thing to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going with, yeah. So I've got your social security number.
Even if she did use your IP address to look you up and stuff, lie and say she went on your Facebook. Like,
yeah. Mate, honestly, it gets worse as well.
Okay.
So, we end up going to like another bar anyway, because I'm a bit like, this girl's fucking nuts. I can't just like.
You're gonna be killed.
Yeah, I can't like make her upset. I was like, I'm in this for the long haul now. And we go to like another fucking bar, and she makes like an offhanded comment as well. She's going, "Oh yeah, no, I've been ghosted before, but I told you how I could track you, so you better not ghost me." He. I was like, "That's not a fucking joke. That's not a joke. That's me being uncomfortable."
That's a thinly veiled threat, is what that is.
Yeah.
What else happened? She also told me how she was like, "Oh yeah, so have you ever fucked?" She went to me, "Have you ever fucked a girl in the ass?" And I mean that was an answer to that question. And then she was like, "Yeah, no."
There's an answer to that question. Holy shit!
And no, she went to me like, "Oh yeah, like I was on the state. I was dating this guy before, and I got shit on his dick." And I was like, "All right." And she was like, "Would you get insulted by that?" I was just like, I mean, it is what it is, I guess.
I would have
And-
taken the murder in at that point. I'd have been like, do you know what? I can't do this. I'm
I'm
going home.
I'm not. I'm just not having a good evening. I'm gonna go
Oh.
home.
And there's another
Oh,
line.
fuck
She
me.
gave me another amazing line where at one point, just out of context, she went, "By the way, I'm not gonna fuck you on the first date." And I was like, okay.
You told me
Okay.
about how you buy cocaine and shit dick.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Um,
Good. Nice to
then
see where the lines are drawn.
And basically, it got to the point where I just had to just draw out the night, and then it was a fucking awful day. It was the worst day I've ever been in my life. But then the next, and then the next morning as well, I get a text at like 8:30 in the morning. It's not like a hi, how are you? Like, oh, good morning. I really enjoyed my date last night. I literally just got the words, okay, I will fuck you next time. And then
I'll bleach me out with her 3 more times.
Yeah, so basically, long story short, I got some
boyfriend, girlfriend now.
She's been married for 3 years.
Yeah. Fuck that. I said to Bleach, man, you want to get worried because she might if you do go obviously you kind of have ghosted the girl, I guess.
Oh
Or,
no, so yeah, I did it very tactically. I was like, you know what? I can't just not reply to this. So each reply I got a bit longer to answer, and I just made myself seem like I was really fucking boring. So
yeah.
And about a week later, she stopped texting me.
See, that's right. Because I was gonna say you got to be careful because if she's on the dark web and shit, you insult that girl, she'll order a pound of black tar heroin to your house and then call the police. Do you know what I mean? Bleach will wake up one morning, the police will kick the door and fucking we get banged up for being a heroin dealer.
It's fucking, I don't know. It made me not go on another date for like almost 6 months. I was like, I'm done with it. I can't go through that again.